So I just dropped off my ballot at the rec center, and it's over. It's over, man. We had we had some big propositions and some measures over here, man. That's just gonna raise the taxes, man. They just think they can just raise taxes and pass it on to the citizens, man. God, I voted no on damn near everything, man, because we're gonna raise taxes by 0.0005%, and then in 2 years they come back. We want to do 0.0055 to for the schools, the libraries, the police officers. It's not for that. It's mismanagement of funds, man. Simply that. Mismanagement of funds, man. So I did that. You guys know I'm definitely advocating for Trump to win. I voted. I always vote for my kids, man. I like seeing my name's kids for president. I think that's pretty cool. So I did that, and but I genuinely believe Donald Trump is better for the country. I think it's important that we put guardrails on our society. I think it's important that we embrace all religions, because that's the cornerstone of guardrails in America, right? I know we have agnostic people, spiritual people, atheists. For the most part, religion gives us those guardrails. And I think that religion needs to be a part of the fabric of America. When you go to these Catholic high schools, I go to a lot of basketball games, high school games, and they pray before the game. Those are guardrails, man. And I know parents who are going to be rambunctious and loud and borderline challenging. I'll use the term challenging. I get all of that. Yet, those guardrails are so important, and I believe Donald Trump more so than Kamala Harris gives us those guardrails. I believe Kamala Harris' presence creates more crime. I believe Kamala Harris' presence puts the woman in the wrong spot in a position of leadership. The Bible says leadership is designed for a man. And that's where I stand on it. I lead my household. And that's that. And I think more men need to be absolute as it pertains to leadership. More men need to commit. Women need to commit. When you have kids, men and women need to play their own sports. There's a caveat to that, I believe, and I am an example of that. When you have good girls, like when they're young, there's not many places for them to go, so they have to play on a boys' team until they get to high school. I understand that. And it's just from a sheer numbers perspective. Young ladies do dance, do cheer. It's especially in California, man. You can't even find girls tournaments every weekend. You're basically playing once a month, and so parents need to find, especially at a level where it's competitive. You don't want to go to Parks and Recs when your daughter is elite. So from that perspective, as your child is growing up, I understand that when we're talking about record books and stuff like that, AAU is not on the record books, like high school and college and professional. I think it's important. Or if a father wants to coach his son and daughter at the same time as a youth, I think that's important, especially when you got single parents and stuff like that. I understand that from that perspective. But in terms of high school, I think it's disgusting. I think men should use men's bathrooms. I think women should use women's bathrooms. I think you should be identified as what you were born. Simple as that. If you were born a man, you need to be a man. If you were born a woman, you need to be a woman. You know, you can do what you want while you're here on earth. You still need to be identified as a woman, because now you're muddying the water, right? Now you're opening up for everybody can be whatever they want. No, you need to identify. Your ID needs to be a woman, and it has to be with context on it, man. When you get pulled over, when you show your ID, it needs to say that, you know, because religion is our guardrails. The lack of God, the lack of religion creates so much crime. You know, I listen to people, I've never been, I listen to people talk about when they come back from boxing events, and they talk about how clean Saudi Arabia is and Rida season in boxing, and how there's no crime, there's no unemployment. I'm not vouching for the government, but just those two things will make me ear up and be like, oh, I get it. And you can see the crowd, how they honor religion, how religion is their guardrails because they're in garbs. Even the wealthiest people are in garbs. Maybe they have certain color garbs or certain to identify who they are, their status symbol. I don't know. I know they do it with the license with the license plate on cars. I think the lower the number, the more successful you are. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, guys. I think it's just a transition word. I know for sure. God-centered makes this world a better place. God-centered. I'm not disputing. I'm not going back and forth with anybody on this. Oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. Simply put. And I have family members who I love who are gay. I have kids that I've trained that has transitioned from a girl to a man, from a girl to a man, from a woman to a man. I'm God-centered, and I stand on that. I can't compromise, my pathway to heaven. You know what I'm saying? I simply can't. I can love you and hold you accountable. Simple as that. And that's basically it. So y'all go ahead and have a great day. Got a couple more minutes till I get the kids. I got here a little early. I dropped off my ballot. I think Trump is going to win rather handily. And I think Kamala Harris being a woman is going to play a huge part in that. I really, really believe. I think married couples vote together, and men will vote for the man. That's just what I believe. I think Trump is going to carry the, they call it the blue wall. I think Trump is he's going to get at least 2 of those states because it's a working class state where men work on pipelines, men work in the auto industry, men are fracking, men are dirty. Strong blue collar state like Pennsylvania, Ohio. I can't see Kamala Harris carrying those states, so we'll sit back and see. And good luck, Donald Trump. Good luck, Donald Trump, tonight. Talk to you soon. Peace.